Welcome, it's the LANKULELE Show. Cold night here in Parbulele, or is it Wrightington Towers, I believe they call it. Yeah. So we're broadcasting from the very top of Wrightington Towers, you know that, folks. Yep. Like Peter Kay did a show from the top of Blackpool Tower. We're doing one from Wrightington Towers, right. Yeah, which, of course, never got off the ground, did it? Anyway, I hope then that Mitch over there in sunny Skulls this afternoon and this evening got his technical equipment right. We've hopefully got the technical equipment right at this end, so there shouldn't be any problems. Should there, Mitch? You're having a laugh now, I know, I can tell you're laughing. Give us a wave, give us a wave. I can see you waving, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining in with us and trying to make the best of what we've got at the moment. I'm just telling people now that 10,000 quid's worth of gear has been spent in here last few months, lottery funded. And you know, nothing works. Hey. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to leave the microphones on for a little while because we're going to have a chat with Gary, Mr. Parbulele Smith. Like I said, heavyweights of the business here. What, I have all at once in one place at one time. So this is a particularly unique experience. So please, hopefully you'll enjoy every little second, because I know I will. Gary, Mr. Parbulele Smith, wow, where have you been this last few weeks anyway?
I've been to Spain.
Have you?
But never again.
And what have you been doing in Spain? Don't tell me you've been all on it.
Building a fireplace. Now, isn't that cool?
Building a fireplace.
Building a fireplace.
And drinking red wine.
And drinking red wine. And then repairing the fireplace that I ruined because I was drunk.
Yeah.
It's not very ukulele that though, is it?
No, I have ukuleles with me, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not get invited in one of the bars and get up
We
and do
played in the village bar this time.
Yeah.
Time before we played in the...
This you and Christine?
This time me and Christine.
Yeah.
And the time before it was Ukes Alive. We played at the...
we had a great time.
Yeah, we played at the local Indian, and we raised nearly £500 for the disaster fund, because they get floods out there as well, just like we do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He keeps inviting us over, don't you?
But he won't fly.
But then he waits until he's there, and then he messages us with the temperature, the climate, and the...
Yeah.
But it's not broad.
Just rubbing it in.
But Andrea's reply is not broadcast.
Right. Is that right?
I can hold it up to the mic and you can see it.
Yeah. Can you see that, folk? I bet they're all hiding under their hospital sheets at the moment. All the patients are going, I'm going to switch this off.
Yeah.
I'm not having this. I can watch Coronation Street or something and do something better than this.
Yeah, or even EastEnders, and that would be really bad.
No, stick with us. Stick with us, folks. We'll get you happy and clapping and jumping up and down on that bed before long, even if you can't. Even if your hip's not right yet or your leg's not right yet. I had my leg done a few weeks ago. It was dreadful. But I'm okay now, as they say.
What have you done?
Yeah, I had a new knee.
Right.
I've had a new knee fitted because I had pneumonia.
Oh dear, that's it. Right, come on, we're off. That Stella sounds good now, Peter.
Yeah. Oh, they did a great. They did. Yeah, it was a real good job. They did. Yeah, and we can only praise all our surgeons and nurses and the therapy people afterwards. A superb system of therapy. Because they make you go upstairs after a day off the operating table. They want to see if you can climb 2 or 3 steps on stairs. And that's what they had me doing. And it was agony. But they could tick the box and say, he has covered 3 steps, even though I was helped by both arms, wrapping myself around 2 nurses.
That was more than you could do before, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah. Oh, I had a great time with the nurses. Anyway, let's resume. You heard the voice there, the sultry tones of Andrea there chipping in, and of course we've got Peter Moss with us, and he's hiding at the
loitering in the door.
So just say a big hello, Peter, for us, and then everybody will know you're here.
Hello, everybody. I am here.
Excellent. Right, now then, let's get back to where we were before. Give us a rundown of what you've been up to in ukulele land.
In ukulele land, I've been gathering information on your behalf.
Thank you.
As instructed.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, guys, is we're collecting details from all local bands and bands that aren't so local for any events that's coming up. It's an idea we pinched off the country show that used to be on.
Yeah.
And it works well. So for a first off, I've got about 7 events. So for next month, we're going to do better than that. So if you've got anything at all, any item of news that's broadcastable, anything coming up, anything you want us to give you a shout out, names, rank, serial number, we'll do it.
Right, okay. That's great stuff.
So we'll make a start.
Yep.
First up is Mark Gallagher. He's a local ukulele player. And he's at the right end of the spectrum, a young guy. We're trying to get younger guys into it. That's where we started with Parbulele, trying to get youngsters into it. And Mark's about to launch his album. Unfortunately, he didn't give me the title of the album, but I will have that next time. And maybe
we can play some of it.
I've asked him to send me a copy, and then we'll give Mark a shout out. Maybe get him in one week to to talk to us
Of
about
course.
what he's up to.
Obviously.
So
yeah.
that's Mark Gallagher. Mark has been down to Parbulele, and he gives workshops there as well.
Fantastic.
So, great lad.
That's good news.
I met Mark last at Yucca Bay,
Yeah.
and that was really, really good. And he was doing workshops there. I went to one of his workshops, and it was pretty good. So the next one I've got is a chap called Andrew Daniels, and I'm bound to give this one out because he said, "Cheeky, I know, but could you tell them that Andy Dan is playing at Parbulele next year?" Now, I haven't got a clue where Parbulele is, so I wouldn't know.
Would you not have
No,
a clue?
not at all. Nothing
never
about
heard of it.
No. So he's there. So if you just happen to be in Parbold on the 31st of July, 1st and 2nd of August, amongst others, you'll see, and Bill will be there, and
Oh,
Andrew will be
definitely
there,
be there.
and Peter will all be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody's there.
The
Everybody who
heavyweight-
matters are there.
I think we've got a new group here called the Heavyweight Brigade, haven't we? I think.
So then I've got a ukulele festival, the Frome Ukulele Festival. Malcolm Lloyd's given me a message here. The Frome Ukulele Festival is Festival 2. It's happening in March 28th this year. So
Right.
put that in your diary. I'll get some
Yep.
more information from Malcolm as we get closer.
Where is From, by the way?
Frome.
Is it down towards Somerset way?
Note to self: next time, find out where these places are.
Well,
Google it.
Google it.
Don't you
The
ask
man
those
said-
I
questions.
seem to remember going past it.
Google it.
I think I've been to Frome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
It's spelt F-R-O-O-M-E.
I've got Frome.
I think it's near Wincanton.
Right.
We'll let you know
Yeah.
next time when we do a much better job. And then I've got Mike Dixon, and Mike used to be part of the Ormskirk group. He's now formed his own band,
Right.
and again, I'm embarrassed now. He's asked, can he play at Parbulele this next year?
Yeah.
So I've said yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And then somebody said, turn my mic up and stop yelling. That's because I tend to put everything in capital letters on
right.
Facebook. And
Yeah, that's shouting, isn't
apparently that's shouting.
Apparently it's shouting.
Apparently it is.
So people who shout like that
Yeah.
turn other people off who don't
Yeah.
like the shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it does look. It's difficult to read, isn't it? Something like capital letters all the way through. A lot of people do it.
Just a habit. So I'm going
Yeah.
to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Or halfway through, I might stop the capitals and go to small ones and whisper.
And then come back up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're even worse than you
Crescendo
were.
at the
Yeah.
end.
Big word. We're going to do that. Okay. So then my mate Dave Cornett from the Dukes of Hazzard, who won the Battle of the Bands
Right.
this last year,
Right.
in which Peter was
So-
one of the judges.
Yep.
There
So
you go.
we can look forward to all these people coming in the studio at one time or another.
Yeah, we'll get Dave in. So
Yep.
he's asking us to give him a shout out for the Summerstrum Hoylake Christmas Extravaganza with Opera Lele.
Yep.
They're appearing there. And a chap called Terry Beddoes has asked if he can listen online, and I've said providing he crosses my palm with silver, he can
Yes,
listen
yeah,
online.
yeah.
And if he even better still, if he just cranks up his computer and accesses the Wrightington Hospital radio,
Yes.
he'll be able to do it.
Yep. Yep. I mean, if there is, if anybody wants to contact us, you particularly, Gary, with doing Parbulele, what have you got an email address?
I
that
have
you
got an
could
email
possibly-
address, and I should have made it shorter, but I didn't. I must have been in a bad place when I invented it. It's parbulele.ukulele.festival@gmail.com.
That is a mouthful.
It is.
Would you like to do it again for us?
I'll put my teeth in this time. parbulele.ukulele.festival@gmail.com.
Wrightington Hospital Radio.
Hospital Radio, the station that cares for you.
Okay, well, we'll get back to the studio here, and I'm just working up to some live music. Are you, Gary?
I am.
I know, and I take it you've finished your list.
I haven't.
You haven't finished your
No.
list. Right,
got
so we have
one.
a musical break
Yeah.
in that to finish off.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and finish
Bit of a sad
off
one.
with you like that. Is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But worthwhile.
Right, so we've got here, we've got 4 musicians in here now. Well, 3 and a bit, if I include myself. So I want to hear some music, and Gary and I want now to listen to either of you. Which one of you want to go first?
I'll jump in. Yeah.
Okay, come along, Pete, and we'll have a little chat with you after you've had a little play. Okay.
Hey, fantastic.
And
So we're in a broom cupboard.
come and
so
squeeze in our tiny shed of a studio.
brilliant.
It's, I've got a fridge at home bigger than this. This is, ladies and gentlemen, is Peter Moss. Now, we don't know much about you, Peter. I don't, because I'm very new to ukuleles and ukulele land. And I was surprised to hear from Andrea saying it's only the last 2 or 3 years that you've been into the ukulele. Is that right, Andrea?
It is probably about 3 years.
3
or so,
years?
yeah.
Were you doing just guitar before that, or what?
I was mainly, yes.
Yeah, and making your bread and butter by going round and playing guitar.
Playing the pubs and the clubs.
Clubs
playing
and
the
clubs and your
yes.
guitar, right. Okay. I'm surprised that you've moved on to the ukulele and you said something very nice about it. What did you say? It's transformed your life? Ish?
Did I say that?
I thought I read it somewhere.
I think the thing is it's opened up a lot of doors.
Yeah. Good.
And I do like to write on the ukulele. I've been writing on the ukulele. I think it's a fantastic instrument for a singer-songwriter. It's just a beautiful instrument. And got to meet people like Mr. Moss here,
I know, Peter Moss.
the maestro.
What happened to me in London is very significant.
Oh yeah.
I was in London with family for the weekend during the summer months. I'm walking round a place called Twickenham, just like up and down the high street with you-know-who on my arm. And we kind of just passed 1 or 2 charity shops, and in the window of this charity shop was what looked like a ukulele. So, straight in there, pulled it out the window, and I found out it was a 3-string guitar. So I've never don't know nothing about them. I said, how much? She said, 25 quid. I said, wrap it up. And I took it out the shop, and it was in its cardboard box, absolutely pristine, brand new. And so we weren't ready for going home, so we went and had an ice cream down by the river. That's the River Thames.
Yeah.
And we sat opposite the rowing clubs at a place called the Barmy Arms. And just by the Barmy Arms is just a little area where you're just seating at the side of the river. Beautiful day, boats and rowing boats going up and down the river. How tranquil was that? Well, I was itching to get this thing out of the box and have a better look at it, so I pulled it out of the box, and it just felt so nice. And I fiddled around with it. Next thing, there's a woman stood in front of me, and she's saying, "Is that a ukulele?" I said, "I don't think it is." I said, I can't find a 4th string on it. She said, "Oh, right." She said, "I play the ukulele up in Twickenham in our little band." She said, "Do you know Peter Moss?"
See, there you go.
It's a small world.
I said, "I spoke to him on the phone last week." I said, "Oh, what small world is this we're living in?"
Yeah.
So it was lovely. It was
Gets
she was-
about.
I know.
Was she Canadian by any chance? Did she have a
No,
Canadian?
she wasn't.
Right.
No,
Right.
just one of the locals down in Twickenham.
Right, yeah.
Who goes to the ukulele clubs.
There you go.
And I said, I'm looking forward to meeting him in the person and getting to know him a little bit better.
There you go.
So, Peter, before we go into your life story, give us some music.
Ooh, let's see. Let's try this.
I thought he was playing about 3-4 ukuleles there all at the same time. It makes it sound like that, doesn't it? Fantastic. Well done, Peter.
Thank you.
You know, I've got another strange world we live in. This afternoon, I went looking for a song, an old song, to bring to my ukulele group that we meet on a Wednesday. So we're building our repertoire. And they decided to do a 40s set, a medley. And they played 3 of the songs last night, and they said, "Do you want to pick a song, Bill, and bring it?" I said, "Yeah, I'll pick one." So guess what I downloaded this afternoon? My Blue Heaven.
Oh, really? And I just played
That's
it.
what you've just played. Unbelievable. Isn't it?
This is uncanny,
What
isn't it?
What is going on? There's something psychic going on.
Maybe
here.
we should do the lottery or something.
No, then, I can see you've been playing the ukulele for about 10 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
And,
That's it.
and not much longer than that. So, when are you...
So my story is
Yeah.
my late father, Dennis Moss. He played the acoustic guitar. He played it very well. He never admitted to it. But I was like age 7, and there was this big instrument. And in fact, if you stood it on the end and where the tuning pegs are, it was actually taller than I actually stood. So to actually put it on my knee, try and get my arm around it, and play some chords, trying to copy my dad, I couldn't, because it just physically was too big. But he could see I was really enthused about the guitar or playing music, and he'd come across when he was in the war years in the RAF a ukulele, and he knew there was a similarity between the tunings and some of the shapes, although there's 4 strings on the uke, 6 on the guitar. His idea was to start me off for 2 or 3 years until my hands had developed enough, and then I would never touch the ukulele again, and I'd just go to guitar. That was it. Yeah, but I got into the uke and got into it. It was just like a sponge, It just he introduced me to so many different people who played different styles, and at that age, it was just so fascinating, to be able to watch people and try and copy them. And that's basically how it all started. And then by the age of 13, 14, I was playing the last movement of the William Tell Overture and winning competitions and doing all sorts. But then it kind of stopped at the age of 17, because then I really did get a fascination with the guitar, and I just stopped playing overnight and picked up the guitar and went for it. One of the other reasons was if you wanted to get a date and you were age 17, 18, to play ukulele, it just wasn't cool then.
No.
Apparently it is now.
A bit like the banjo.
Yeah.
As Billy Connolly used to say,
Yeah.
Nobody ever wants to go out with the banjo player.
Yes. But, I only started again 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Put some things on YouTube. I joined Facebook.
Yeah.
This was all new to me, this technology. And so then somebody told me that you could actually send a link to a YouTube site, to a ukulele group on Facebook, which was fantastic,
Yeah.
So I did. I recorded 6 videos of about 2 minutes in length. That was it, of all different styles. And I posted them to every ukulele site that would allow me to actually put it on their page. And within 3 months, somebody contacted me from America. And it was actually Milwaukee. And says, "We've got this festival coming up in 6 months' time. Would you like to play it?" How would I like to play it? Incredible. Having not played the uke for so many years, and then suddenly it all took off. And of course, having this 6-month break before that started, other people I was making friends on Facebook and said, "Well, if you're already coming across here, why don't you drop in on Florida before you go to Milwaukee?" So I did. I ended up doing a 5-gig tour of Florida prior to going to the Milwaukee Festival. I'm not kidding, 1 month before I actually did the trip, somebody contacted me from Dayton, Ohio, and he says, "Well, can you drop in on me?" So from going to put some things on YouTube inside 1 year, I've got a tour set up in Florida, Milwaukee, and there. I got home and somebody contacted me from Australia. It was just amazing.
It's this global village, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
You can put something online, like you say, and it's just gone ballistic because of these are the benefits of social media.
Absolutely.
And they're never very well talked about, are they?
Everybody
a
talks
downside.
about the bad side of things.
Yeah, everything's
there's
got
so
downside.
many plus
But
sides.
these are the plus sides. Of and you can put yourself out there dead easy. You just take something on your phone and you upload it, and that's it. It's
Yeah.
on YouTube before you know it, and then all these hits come in on it.
And it's funny how sort of doors open doors, because I'd known Andrea because of her brother who was in Chunkinfettle.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we met up, I think it was an after-show party or something. And so I met Andrea, and then Andrea said, have you heard of this thing called Parbulele? I said, I haven't actually. So well, come along, meet Gary.
Yeah.
So then I met Gary there.
Yeah.
And through Gary and Parbulele, I've met you.
Yeah.
You know, and this is what happens. It just continually...
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
My life's gone ballistic
Yeah.
since 18 months ago, since I picked that ukulele up and went to a class. And I've met you lovely people, and it's just lovely world I live in at the moment. Yeah.
Do you know what's really nice as well, Bill? I try, if I can, no matter where I'm going in the world, to stay with people. And it's so much more fun than staying in a hotel room where you've done your bit, then you go and hide, then you have your breakfast, you might see some people, and then you do your bit, then you go back to your hotel. I hate that. I much prefer going to somebody's house, doing some tunes, you know, and that's what it's about, you know. So the people who are kind enough to put me up, we end up playing music all night, you know, so don't get much sleep.
Gary,
So you played then?
Yeah. When you're just in the middle of Parbulele and somebody pads into your kitchen in his boxers with it and says, come on Gary, let's jam. And I go, Peter, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get to bed till 2, and I've got to start up Parbulele in a minute. Bugger off.
Oh, we just finished the wine bottle.
I didn't meet you at Parbulele. Were you there at Parbulele?
The last
this
one,
year?
yeah.
I didn't meet you. You know, I had an idea you were there, but we didn't bump into one.
Did you go into any of the pubs?
No,
No.
I didn't.
That's where you went wrong.
No,
Brilliant, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So no, I was watching your stint when you were comparing for the open mic.
Oh, right.
Between Andrea's slot and your slot, I was there watching and everything.
Oh, right.
And all your adverts for Wrightington Hospital Radio.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Many you did, yeah. So,
Yeah.
You did a
thank you
great
very
job.
much.
You did.
It was why I was doing my workshops, wasn't it? You were covering for me.
Yeah.
Very
Team
well.
effort. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out very well. You know, I got a bit of a earache. Andrea handed me the mic, and she said, you know, and off she went. And then this couple, these two people, launched on me and said, "You don't let it overrun, you know. You don't let it overrun." He said, "We had a short spot last year, and we were really upset about it and all that." I said, "Hang on a minute, I've only just got a mic." Hey, what's going on here? And I thought to myself, I know why she's buggered off now.
She saw him coming.
She says, "Go and have a word with him over there." Here you are.
He'll sort you out.
Oh, it was great. I loved Parbulele. It just, it was stunning. I got the first thing we were inflating that big stage, and it was great. It was great stuff to get involved.
Bring your caravan next year, Bill.
Yeah. Well, I only live in Southport, you know.
That's not the point.
Anyway, it's
No, it's not.
No, it's not the point, is it?
No.
See, the
You've gotta be there.
parties go from caravan to caravan, you see. This is
right. That is.
You get a lock in
I get it.
Get a lock in Andrea's caravan.
I get it now. Yeah. Okay. What we'll do? We'll have to take that mental break and come back with you after these.
Hospital Radio, the best sound around.
Across the wards of Wrightington and Wigan hospitals, playing the best of yesterday, this is Wrightington Hospital Radio.
Okay, we're back with it. I don't turn the microphones down now because we're very, very quiet at moving about. You know, what we do on them little adverts. We kind of do a little shift about, and then there's not more than 3 of us in the studio at once because that's the rules and regulations apparently. So we make sure there's not more than 3 people in the studio at all times, and then we're all on health and safety. So. No problem at all here, is there?
No,
and
absolutely.
if one goes out through the door, you know, the one comes in. You know, it's great.
It's a conveyor belt.
I know. So, Gary, you didn't quite finish your list.
I didn't.
Announcements.
Cut me off in my prime.
Yes, okay. Come back to us then.
Never mind. So I have one last one, and it's a kind of bittersweet one. There's a group called Chonkin Feckle, and a local trio they are now. They were a duo when I met them, and they were so kind as to help me when I was doing Parbulele for the first time. I knew absolutely zilch about ukulele festivals, and after a couple of hours in the railway pub with Tim and Les, and then they stayed and ended up doing the quiz. I found out they were a bit thick at quizzes.
Right.
They were good at ukulele playing.
Yeah.
So they have decided now that they've done their bit, and they are closing down. So they've got 3 shows. One on Sunday the 10th of November at Sherrington's in Wigan, and that's 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock. It's free entry. Then the next one is Sunday the 8th of December, the Bailiff Bar, the Old Courts at Wigan.
Yeah.
That's 5:30 to 7:30, again free entry. And then the very last show is Saturday the 14th of December, the Charnley Arms Standish, and that's 6 o'clock, and that's free entry as well. Now, go and support these guys. They've become friends, good friends. Tim's also Andrea's brother, so it's also...
Yeah, that's right.
And they are fantastic people, so go and support them,
Fantastic.
please.
That's a lovely little rundown, that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we'll do just before we play one of Pete's tracks off his CD that I've got here in my hand, and the CD is called True Colours, and what we'll talk about a little bit before then is uke rhythmics, not uke rhythmics, what is it? Unity ukes. Goodness me. Unity ukes down at the Standish Unity Club. We've got this night going, haven't we, Gary?
We had a first off, and that was great. It was really good. We had four groups playing.
Who were they? Can you remember?
Thanks, Bill.
I know. That's only because I can't remember.
There was the Happy Pluckers, and you have to be very careful when you say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do.
It's done a lot of good for them, though.
There was Maggie's Misfits.
That's right. Yeah.
There was Ukes Alive.
Ukes Alive. That's your band, isn't it?
That's my band. And then there was this strange band came on at the end. I'm not sure who they were.
I know.
A bit suspect with the drummer as well.
I know.
No, they were very good. Yeah. So it was a great night.
Yeah, that was Tom, Dick and Harry, wasn't it?
It was.
That's the band I'm in. I'm a little drummer in them.
Yeah,
and we're rock and roll, really.
Yeah.
And so are a lot of ukulele bands now.
Yeah, we can
I've
do
been
that.
in touch with a band from Preston, whose name I can't remember at the moment, the Riversiders or something like that. And I apologise if you're listening and I can't remember your full name, but you're a rock and roll ukulele band. They advertise themselves as a rock and roll ukulele band, and most ukulele bands are going that way now.
Well, it was quite good on the night. Some people who were not really ukulele enthusiasts came up, and I was sort of canvassing the audience at the end and said, "What did you think?" And they said, "Well, it quite surprising really, because it didn't sound like ukulele music. It sounded just like could be guitars, could be anything."
Yeah.
It was a different style. They were expecting the sort of traditional ukulele, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But, it was the reception that we got was good. It was really good.
Good. And we're going to do it all over again, aren't we?
Every month we're going to do it.
Yeah. The next one is the 14th of November.
It is.
And 8 o'clock. And we're inviting bands to inquire about playing.
Yeah.
And come and see us if you fancy doing the night. We're at a couple of slots, haven't we, available?
We've got two booked already.
Yeah.
We're looking for 2 more.
2 more, and there's fortnight to get it together.
Yeah.
Come and have a good night in a very, very comfortable club with lots of good lighting and lots of good beer. Can't be better than
Fantastic PA.
that. And oh yes, he says that to his tongue in cheek. But you have to start somewhere.
You do.
Gary.
No, it was all right. It was a good night. It was a good night.
Well, you can come in for a quid.
Yeah.
Everybody has to pay a quid, including me.
Yep.
And Gary, who run it, and we have to pay our pound. And there's a raffle as well.
Yep.
And the club give us a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of wine, and we raffle that off, and we take money from that, and we earned 75 quid, didn't we?
We did.
For our proposed setting up of a better sound system.
Correct.
And when we've set that up, we'll be giving the money to charity.
We will.
And then, if it all goes pear-shaped and it all finishes, we'll sell the equipment and give that money to charity.
We will.
That's right. So that's what we're doing.
My Bahamas charity. No, that's
Yeah, all right. Your offshore account in Bahamas. Right, that's a great rundown.
So don't forget, next month I need lots of news, otherwise I'm going to be sat here very silent.
Right.
Lots of news.
I'll be first.
Good.
I love him.
I know.
Not a lot.
He is
but I
lovable,
do.
isn't he? And he's cuddly with it. Can we resume again in a month's time?
Yeah.
What date would that be? Any ideas offhand what date that would be? We're looking at the last Thursday in the month, aren't we? For doing the LANKULELE Show on a regular monthly basis. Yes. And if it gets popular, we'll start doing a bit more often.
We will.
28th.
And,
June 28th.
and that's what what's that?
28th.
We're 28th or 29th?
We're the first tomorrow, aren't we? So
20.
it'll be the 28th.
Are we?
Thursday or Friday? Thursday.
No, Thursday.
Yeah, 28th. It's a Thursday.
28th of November, we'll be here doing it all over again for you people and living below Wrightington Towers for a short time, hopefully, while you're in hospital. And we are going to be here then on the Thursday, the 28th of November.
And do you know what I've missed?
That's great. What?
Do you know, my band's playing at the Horton Institute on the 15th of November.
15th of November.
And somebody hasn't rung in and told me about that.
In the Horton Institute. Uke's Alive down at the Horton Institute.
Yes.
Spelt
Aughton.
That's near Ormskirk.
It is.
Horton Institute. Is that a kind of a ukulele venue, or is it just a kind of a...
No, it's an anniversary event for a club.
Right.
And we're going to play.
Fantastic. Okay. Right, we'll get round to it finally. We're going to play now one track from Peter Moss, and I'm looking forward to hearing this. Let's see if I can get it going. Yep. That's not it. That's it. Bit of a dither there at the beginning. Peter Moss with his ukulele and Lullaby of Birdland. Is that right on that one? And Satin Doll, all mixed up all in the same tune. That's wonderful stuff, isn't it?
It's a beautiful album.
Absolutely.
It's nice if you've got guests round for dining.
Right.
Put on a
Music.
nice background music. It's lovely to listen to.
So give us a little review then on this album then, Andrea. See, what do you think of...
It's beautiful, really, really lovely pieces, really, really nicely played.
Yeah,
It's just really beautiful.
What I heard, that sounded, it recorded exceedingly well, didn't it? It absolutely lovely.
It's
lovely
excellent.
recording. Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did it, yeah.
Yeah, really, really nice.
Yeah.
But can highly recommend that.
Highly recommend it.
Yes.
But we have another album to discuss, haven't we?
Yes.
And whose that might be?
It's my new album. It was released, I think, it's only just actually reached iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah.
But it was released about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
So it's my next collection of self-penned
Yes.
songs.
All self-taught, self-penned
Yes.
material.
Yes.
Lyrics. What about the music? All the music. Did you put all the music down?
Yes.
Everything that needs to be done, you did it in its entirety
Yes.
and recorded it, and this is the result of it.
It is.
The opening track I heard you play live
Yes.
of this album down at Parbulele when you did an ad hoc
In the
on
cafe.
stage.
Was
No,
that
I
not in
didn't
the
hear it
cafe?
in the cafe. I did it on stage.
Oh, I thought it was in the cafe for
No,
the judging.
you did it
was
on-
a judging competition, was it not?
Yeah. You did it very end
Right.
of
The open mic day.
The up mic.
And on the main stage, yeah.
Right.
on the main stage,
Right.
and and that hit me right between the eyes.
Right.
That first song. Let's listen to what it's all about. Let's see if we can get that going. No, that's not the one, is it? No, that's not the one. No. It's going, but I can't get it. I don't know why. I'll just have to shelve that and have a more of a chat with Andrea while we are struggling. I know what it is. I've switched the wrong track
Got it in the
on.
wrong one or something.
I've switched the wrong track on. That's my fault. It's not a technical fault, folks. It's my fault. It's this one. No, that's not it again. Well, I don't know what we're doing here. But... No, we're not doing very well at all. This desk has flummoxed me, I'm afraid. It's so I think I should better leave it alone and just continue having a little chat.
Right.
Because you brought your ukulele as well,
Yes.
haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I believe the album took quite a while to put together, didn't it? Because you're very meticulous.
It did, and I just got so many songs that I wanted to be sure. I wanted it to kind of to gel. You know the actual. I wanted it to almost tell a story.
Yeah.
Take the listener on a journey.
Yeah.
If I can just drop in there,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right, because you can't listen to one track from that CD.
That's right.
You need to listen to the whole album for it to make sense. That's how I found it. So when somebody picks track 5 or track 7, although it's beautiful, it doesn't make sense unless you hear the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did feel that with Northern Girl it was a little bit rushed, and there were 1 or 2 songs on
Yeah.
there that I wouldn't have put. Having if I had time to do it again, I wouldn't have done it. But that's probably me being too critical. But I'm a lot happier with the songs that are on it, and the order as well, because I do think that it takes the listener on a journey.
Yeah. Well, looking around here at the moment, we're not doing too bad again in the technical department. I'm determined I'm going to
Play
get
this
it
for
right.
song.
Right? So these are the lovely, lovely pieces of business that we have to do to get things going. here she is. This is Andrea with her track, I Ain't Going Nowhere.
Oh, I've been drifting out to my island by the sea, contemplating my house, ooh, the possibilities, miles away from nowhere, miles away from me, lost with no direction, ooh, that's no place to be. There will be blue sky, there will be sunshine, yeah, yeah, that's what I see ahead. No, 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 I will look behind, 'cause I ain't going that way. Running, oh, I've been running as fast as my legs could carry me, oblivious to the obvious, couldn't see wood for flipping trees, then thunderbolt and lightning, footsteps leading me, music all around me from happy ukuleles. There will be blue sky, there will be sunshine, yeah, yeah, that's what I see ahead. No, 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 I will look behind, 'cause I ain't going that way. Dreaming, now I'm dreaming in my happy reverie, 'cause your love now surrounds me, ooh, yeah, you set my soul free, coming back from nowhere, coming back to me. Now I see my destination, ooh, that's the place for me. There will be blue sky, there will be sunshine, yeah, yeah, that's what I see ahead. No, 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 I will look behind, 'cause I ain't going that way. There will be blue sky, there will be sunshine, yeah, yeah, that's what I see ahead. No, 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 I will look behind, 'cause I ain't going that way.
Andrea Cooke giving it some welly there. I mean, there's always a story behind this, isn't there? I ain't going that way, but we'll listen to your answer to that little question after you've played us some music.
Right, well, what we thought we would do is one from the Northern Girl
Yes?
album.
Right.
Because it's a song that we have done together a few times. Peter does get, when we're doing shows or festivals together, I'll get Peter up for a couple and then he'll get me for a couple on his show. And it's one that he does so beautiful with me, and I just feel he brings so much to this song. So, and I know a lot of people have said that it's the favourite song of so many people have said. I know the Northern Girls song's popular, but a lot of people really like this song as well.
Well, it makes me cry, this song.
It makes me cry, Harold. Especially,
It's fantastic.
Have you seen the video?
No, of course.
Remember when we first met? Remember the things that we said? We were just 17, a lifetime ahead full of dreams.
talked about running away to a place by the sea where we stay. Huddled so close, holding on tight to all our dreams. Our dreams. I see our dreams. So roll with me, roll with me. Just one more time, I'll take it along with me. Be with me completely, 'cause we never know when our last day will be. So here you are at 83. Where did it go? I can't believe. Looking back at all that has been, a lifetime of memories. If I should do it all again, I wouldn't change a single thing. I'd do it with you all again. You'd be the one to share my dreams, my dreams. I see our dreams. So roll with me, roll with me. Just one more time, I'll take it along with me. Be with me completely, 'cause we never know when our last day will be. Roll with me, roll with me. Just one more time, I'll take it along with me. Be with me completely, 'cause we never know when our last day will be.
Amazing song. Isn't it? Wonderful.
Thank you.
The Northern girl herself had just surpassed herself by singing that song live. You can listen to the CD and get what that is, but then that has to be done live, and she does it like that every time.
She does.
She does. She's amazing. And,
Trouble is, I can stop yourself singing.
okay, we've got 5 minutes left. A quick song, a note. All right, and we're done.
Whatever you want.
A quick song,
A quick one.
another one.
Your divisions in that key.
Off the new album.
Good.
Ooh, I see your face every night whilst holding my pillow, baby. I'll turn out the light and I dream, oh, I dream these visions of you. You don't have to buy me things, you just don't have to try, 'cause you give me riches, baby, that money can't buy. Just make my dreams come true, these visions of you. 'Cause babe, when you're here with me, there's nothing that comforts me in this whole wide world than feeling you next to me. Ooh, you've put a spell on me. What the hell have you done to me? 'Cause I've got only one thing on my mind. Ooh, I see your face every night whilst holding my pillow, baby. I'll turn out the light and I dream, oh, I dream these visions of you. Yes, I dream, oh, I dream visions of you.
Wonderful. Fantastic. We've been absolutely spoiled tonight, folks, haven't we? Eh?
We are.
With me being your host. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I've really enjoyed myself, Andrea.
So
Peter,
have I.
it's a real pleasure to meet you
And you, Bill.
and listen to your playing. I'm astounded by some of the things I've heard tonight.
And you went through a hell of a journey on the way down there. He was stuck on the
I
M6.
believe so. Trouble on the M6 as usual.
Yeah.
Trouble
You'll have
on
to
the
come and stay over next time, Pete.
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Gary, thanks very much for your
Very welcome.
very good rundown. We'll see Gary next month and we'll have some guests appearing, and we have just have an open invitation for you two guys to come back and see us again. Thank you very much, Andrea.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Thank you very much,
us.
Peter.
Thank you, Bill.
I'm Bill Hart. This is the Lanky Lane.
Hello and